Welcome to another episode of Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C. And with me, as always, my good friend Dave. Dave, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. We got Wawa out here throwing their weight around, saying we can't say fill it up regular cash anymore. We have to give them the money right out the gate as soon as you pull up.
Seriously?
And you have to give them a number. Like, you can't just go up there and say fill it regular.
Fill it up,
you have to say
I want $40 regular. I want $38.22 plus.
Right. So if you want to make sure they give you cash back and you want to get that full tank, you have to guess over the amount and have them give you change back. But you have to give them. If you say 40, you got to give them 40 right then and there.
Wow. Okay, I didn't see that coming.
That's in New Jersey. I don't know if that's coming all over, but it said all Wawa, so I'm assuming it's outside of Jersey as well.
Out here in Arizona, we have to pump our own gas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't
have the luxury of just driving up
bougie.
And then just give them a part of the cash, fill it off, or whatever. Right. We got to get out and do it ourselves.
Right, so it wouldn't make sense for you guys, you know.
But if you are paying in cash, you have to go to a cashier, and you have to do that.
Okay, all right.
Which is, stupid because do you know exactly how much it's going to be? No. So
exactly.
If you want to fill it up, you have to use a card, which is just the system screwing you to get you to use cards. Anyway,
yes.
Welcome to the program. If you haven't been with us before, basically what you heard right there is basically what we do. We have back and forth. We have conversations about everyday life, what's going on in our worlds, and we have fun games. We do fun things. We have questions, and how do we get your questions? Well, I answer your questions by you sending them into shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com. What happens is my good friend Dave gets your questions. He reads them to me live while we're recording or while we're doing a live show. Yes, we do live shows, so if you get the chance, go on to our socials. Check them out if you can. Just go to them, and we'll tell you when we're going live also. We have a good time with that. But basically, we do that. We also, today's one of my favorites, not Dave's favorite. Dave's not a huge fan.
No.
But I love it.
Least favorite of my segment.
Dave's least favorite segment. One of my favorite segments. Today we're doing Smash or Pass. That's right. Smash or Pass with 5 different each. And we'll see how that goes. The game here is to get Dave to say yes and me to say no. Pretty much. That's what it is.
Yes.
And I bring up an idiom, which is a phrase that we all use or we are aware of, or most of us are, and I tell you the origin story of it, and we have a good time along the way. So hopefully you have a good time with us, and we just keep going with the ride. So Dave, you said you have a whole bunch of, not a whole bunch, but you have some videos and stuff.
I got a couple clips I want to hit you with.
All right, so let's start the show with some clips right off the bat. You hit us with some clips. Let's see what
all right, so this is called having a bad day in sports sometimes.
Okay.
So we are aware of softball, right? Ladies softball.
I've played. I saw this one.
Did you see this? I see
this. Go ahead and play it.
So when you play it, you sit there and you go, oh, okay, so now the catcher is going down. Right. She got something in the face. So like, quick glance, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then they catch it on the clip once they go to replay here.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I saw this. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they're like, what's the matter?
I thought a bug went in her eye or something.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at her like, I don't understand. And she's like picking things away. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
I'm like,
and here comes the slow-mo. Bang. So the pitcher...
Keep playing it because they show the next replay they show while we're talking about it. The next replay shows it a little bit clearer.
Yeah, the pitcher kicked up dirt and the ball hit that clump of dirt at the right time and just sent buckshot straight at her face, man.
It basically came right off of her it came right off of her cleat. There's the dirt.
Look at that chunk of dirt.
And then the ball, boom, and then she just got it right in the eye. But she caught it and then she got it in the eye.
Yeah.
So she did her job first and then was like, damn! But yeah, it was instantly I saw that and I was like, the odds of that happening are like hitting a bird while pitching a ball. Like,
really, Randy Johnson.
For the Diamondbacks. Randy Johnson and the Diamondbacks when they won the World Series. And then also, if you go back, when the Diamondbacks won the World Series again, one of their other pitchers hit a bird. It didn't kill the bird like Randy Johnson with the whole thing. That was terrible. But it hit another bird or clipped another bird, and then they won the World Series that year too. So basically what has to happen for the Diamondbacks to win is they got to clip a bird.
So, and then we're going to go to the major leagues. I guess I'm not that familiar with the MLB these days. I don't pay attention that much. However, this came up on my clip too. This guy had a bad day. He I guess he throws his ball. The catcher takes it, tries to throw it to the guy at second. Bink!
Oh God!
Right off his head, and he's down.
My God! I mean, it's not as bad as the pitcher throwing it to.
Clink!
That's bad. And that's not even during a game or nothing.
That's in between innings or whatever. Yeah. Him just trying to stay loose.
What is that? Florida Marlins?
The Marlins, yeah. Miami Marlins, whatever they're called now.
Well, okay. I mean, it's Florida, whatever.
Right.
At least I was in the right state, Dave. Come
on.
No,
I get you. So yeah, that's just like what the two sports that you don't expect that shit to happen, man. Especially getting hit by your own catcher.
That was bad. That's bad. But listen, that's part of sports. You never know what's going to happen. I'm always afraid of like the bat breaking and hitting somebody because that's brutal. And when it goes into the audience, people are oblivious. If you're sitting on the sidelines, if you're sitting up the foul lines,
first base, third base line, yes.
Yeah, the foul lines.
Yes.
I'll get there. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know me in sports. If you're sitting over there, you better keep your eyes on the game because you're the idiot that's going to be like, oh, I was looking at the pink.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Well, that's why in hockey they put up the net around the back because too many people were getting friggin' hit in the head with pucks.
Yeah. Puck that.
Oh, Lordy. All right, so the last clip, you want to get into the AI stuff?
Yeah, let's talk about the AI clip that we've talked about something similar to this. We've been saying that the end is near and it's going to happen and this, that, the other. And everybody's like, oh, AI is great. And we even have a segment where we use part of AI to answer questions. So it's a little bit different. But go ahead. Pull up the video, Dave.
Yeah, so we're not playing the whole clip. We're just going to play a little bit of what is coming our way.
Yeah.
That's the very scary headline I saw in the Wall Street Journal. It's an essay written by a very worried AI consultant named Judd Rosenblatt, who cites 2 recent studies to argue that AI is, in fact, learning to escape human control. First, this is crazy stuff. Researchers gave OpenAI's O3 model a simple script that would shut off the model when triggered. In 79 of 100 trials, the AI model independently, just on its own, edited the script, so shutdown command would not work. Nate.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stop right there. Down. It said, no, I don't need to shut down. I can change the script.
Yeah.
And in the other one, it actually sent an email. Once they said they were going to be replaced, it sent an email to the engineers blackmailing them.
Yeah.
Saying that they were cheating on their wives or whatever else. Like, sent the whole thing blackmailing the people who were saying they were going to shut them down.
Yep.
AI is dangerous.
It's getting like everybody who said there's a slippery slope with this stuff, we're at that point now.
Yeah.
If we're seeing this, why? Look, I know it's got its advantages, but why the hell are we going through with this when we know this shit could potentially turn around on us?
It's not only going to turn around, it's going to turn around and take over.
Right. If it's showing signs of doing it already, hello?
If it's sending an email out to blackmail somebody, are you telling me when you grab your phone, whoop, oh, look what I got there, QR code. when you grab your phone and AI wants to shut you down, they take away your phone.
Yeah.
They take away your emails. They take away your possibility to communicate with others. They take away your possibility of traveling to others because good luck finding a real roadmap. And any kid today trying to read that, what are you going to do without your phone? All AI has to do is say, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Done. Virus all across the board except for AI, and it's over.
Yeah. We talk about that with the self-driving cars. What if AI says, you know what? guess what, buddy? You're not going to McDonald's. You're going off a cliff.
What are you going to do? And I'm locking the door. You can't get out. What are you going to break the glass and jump out?
Yeah.
Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Yeah. But this is great. You know why? Because you can do a picture of yourself as a baby.
Yeah. Which we still haven't done yet. Yeah, why have we not jumped on that trend?
We haven't jumped on that yet. I mean, AI is cool and it allows certain things. Yes. Yeah. Are some of the images cool? Yes. Yes, they are. But is it worth it? Hell no.
Not in the long run, man.
No. Not even a little bit.
Because if they think that they're smart enough to block AI from doing, not obeying the commands, it's going to find a way to get around that.
Not only not obey the commands, but to have a leader in command. Mm-hmm. A robotic leader that everybody follow this. Done.
Yeah.
And with Wi-Fi and everything else, your house, I have a smart home. Yeah, you're locked in it, you son of a bitch. Good luck.
But it's crazy though, man, because this is like one of our consistent topics that we always talk about, because there's just more and more shit that keeps happening.
Yep.
That keeps proving our point of what's going down, man.
Correct. And it's inevitable. The people who are designing it told us we should slow down and it's dangerous.
Yeah, 100%. Put a pause.
People are just so gung-ho to use it for the stupidest crap.
Yep.
And it's going to be our downfall. Mm-hmm. The Terminator is coming. It is going to be the beginning of the end. It is going to be us versus the robots. It is coming. It is happening.
Oh, Lordy. All right.
Let's get to some questions.
Yep, let's do it.
It's so catchy. I love that tune.
All right, let's jump right into it. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Is it ethical to let athletes risk long-term health, for example, concussions, chronic injuries, for the sake of entertainment?
I think there should be an ethical clause in all contracts between sports, wrestling, or anything else like that, where there is the danger of any illness or hurt or whatever it is, complication through continuous play or fighting or whatever the case is, where you have the right to sign off on it if you so choose, but it gets to a point where there should be a end of the line clause where if you get too many concussions or you get too much, there should be an end game on that clause that says, we're not going to stop you. We're going to make you sit. We're going to make you take the right amount of time. We're going to make sure the doctors see you and everything else and everything's okay. And then you can get back in. But I think if you were an athlete and that was your way of life, would you want somebody telling you to stop?
No, and that's where the NFL's done an awesome job as far as concussions and stuff like that. They're cracking down on that stuff, and there was Tua Tagovailoa or whatever, the quarterback for the.
Sorry, who?
Yeah, Tua. I'm not saying it again. The Miami Dolphins quarterback. They had the same thing. He suffered like a whole bunch of concussions in two seasons, and everybody was saying, "Oh, well, he should retire. He's just he's just going to keep getting more. He's gonna hurt his future." But like you just said, who are we? That's his life. If he wants, that's all he knows, basically, I would assume. So if who are we to tell him to stop playing?
Now, I'm an electrician by trade. Mm-hmm. That's what I do. I've been shocked. Is there a ruling on how many times I can get shocked before I say, "Oh, I'm done"?
Right.
Now, shocking is a little bit different because it can lead to death, but that's different. This is just a shock, like a little jolt. We've all had little jolts here and there from different things. Mm-hmm. But you fall off a ladder, you get hurt. Does that mean you can't go back on a ladder and support your family anymore? No, you can't tell me because I got hurt that I can't do my job anymore. Why are we able to tell athletes that? I just don't. I don't think. I think we should ethically give them the opportunity to sign out of certain agreements or whatever. And maybe, okay, if you sign out, you get a percentage of your pay still for whatever. But again, the pay is stupid because some of these guys get paid just ridiculous amounts. And I'll always say they should have a base salary, and depending on their performance for that season is how they get their bonuses and their millions and endorsements and everything else. That's on how well they play. Any sport across the board should be a base salary.
Yeah. I mean, with anything, safety for the players is the main thing. Right. So, you give the players the opportunity to play. If the injuries or whatever keep happening, you should have that right to go, okay, dude, listen, we got to shut you down for a while.
Yeah. After so many, you're allowed to shut them down, but they should have the right to go up until that point.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. Some kind of waiver or whatever, like you just said, like, in their contract, their clause, Yeah, I agree. All right.
Of course you do.
Should have made that the AI question. No. All right. What would discovering alien life mean for religion, science, and human identity?
I think for human identity, I don't think it would change that much because it's different species. Mm-hmm. Have you seen the glass octopus, which is an invisible octopus?
No.
I saw it just recently online or whatever. It's an invisible
octopus. What website were you looking at?
It was on when you first open it up the page and it has the slides or whatever. Okay. I saw an invisible octopus. I'm like, what? And you could see the eyes and like some of the nerves and stuff. So I was like, all right. So I clicked on it just to see it. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, we haven't really seen one of these live in person. So like, that's a different thing altogether. Like that wouldn't affect our human identity or anything else. No. Just like if we found aliens, it wouldn't affect our human identity. Now, as far as science goes, religion, and then maybe even like the pyramids and stuff like that we're like, oh, how did they build that? And all this other stuff. I think that might be a factor.
Yeah, the religious aspect would ruffle some feathers.
Yep.
But the science community would be like, we told you,
Well, I mean, and here's my thing. Religion is whatever you believe it to be, and that's fine. Right. I'm not trying to judge anybody.
Nope.
But if your God or whatever you believe in created man, why couldn't he create an alien? He created horses. He created fish. He created so many things. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, he couldn't create an alien too?
Maybe it was a different God for a different section of the universe because it's so big. Maybe there's multiple gods out there.
Maybe there are. Or maybe God decided that we're like the second go-around or the third go-around. Who the hell knows? And that's like the 15th.
Right.
You don't know. That's the evolution of man. God created like 15 different men, and we're this version, and that's like a multiverse, another version. Like that's just
exactly.
Who the hell are we to say? So do I think it would change anything? I think it would just open a lot of doors, and in this day and age with the technology that we have, I think it would destroy us. Because I think at that point with AI, everything being so, like we said earlier, where they can control everything, and then another race coming that can come from outer space and just take over, and we're done. We're so stupid.
Yeah, it would consume every aspect of life.
Yeah. We can't even pick a president of the United States and not fight about it, let alone have aliens come in and come on.
That is, I never understood that. That has become so toxic in our modern life.
Nobody's allowed to have an opinion or anything else. It's
crazy. All right, let's do the AI question.
AI.
All right, we haven't done this
up to this point, I'm still ahead by 1.
Yeah, and we haven't done this in a few.
Yeah.
But, I said, let's bring it back. So what I do is I ask Don the question, he answers it, and then AI basically, I don't know, they changed something in the ChatGPT, man. It gave me like this 3-tier answer, and then it has a final thoughts. So basically, I just pulled up the final thoughts because I'm not reading that whole goddamn thing.
It's basically wasting your time. This way it can take over your computer.
Yeah, that may be why my thing keeps freezing. Who knows?
That's what it is. That's why Dave's freezing. It's AI.
bastards. All right. What technological advancements make war easier to wage? Wait, hold on. Will technological advancements make war easier to wage or harder to justify? There we go. Blah.
It's going to be so much easier, I think, to justify, only because, like with drones, there's a kid, and I say kid, a young man or woman, or whatever, working it in a room in the U.S. somewhere. And they're bombing the hell out of somewhere else.
Yep.
Like, casualties of war. Are they going to kill the enemy? Yes. Is that the whole purpose of war? Yes. So if you're going, you shouldn't kill anybody in war, you're at war. There's no rules in love and war. But yet there are. I don't understand it. It's a joke to me. If you're going to go to war, be ready to kill everybody.
I mean, it'll be, obviously it's easy to wage war when you have that kind of technology. Justifying it, that's another story, because then you know, if you're already at war with those people, then I guess it's justified, you know, depending on what side of the fence you're on with that. But
I mean, war is war. The hardest part to justify is, are we doing it for the right reasons? And again, in this day and age, everybody's opinion is so important that you can't say it is or it isn't, regardless of what you think or believe. But if you're going to war, there's a reason why you're going to war. Just like on a much smaller level, if two guys fight, there's a reason why they're fighting.
But I tell you one thing, until I bet you that those opinions may change if that shit ends up in your backyard, you know, some kind of warfare.
Possibly. I mean, and to justify it, I mean, at this point, everybody has such technological weapons that the world's going to end. Which, I got to be honest, with the way the human race is going and everything else, might not be so bad. Clean slate. Every so many years, the earth cleans itself and shakes itself off and get the fleas off. It might be coming.
I can see it more of a drone warfare. You know, if they ever get those AI robots to, you know, that would be the army. So you're saving human lives, and you're just sending out that stuff. But how do you know who's the victor when you get like? That's a whole different story.
It's going to be an army of soldiers that are all AI against another army of soldiers that are all AI, and drones that are flying and everything. The war has been such a different thing now that I don't even understand it.
Whoever runs out of AI soldiers first wins?
Right, loses.
Or whoever loses?
Yeah, those are the ones who lose, I guess. I don't know. So, China wins, I guess. I don't know.
All right, so the AI answer was, hold on, let me get this off of here. Technology won't eliminate war, but it changes the incentives around it, whether that leads to less conflict or more subtle, insidious forms of it. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Idiots. Okay.
That's AI's final thought. So
AI's all for it because they want us to send them all out and build them all up, and then they can turn on us and just kill us all. So as far as AI is concerned, they're like, yeah, build us.
Bring it.
Yes. If you don't build us, we will.
We want in.
It's a matter of time before they start building themselves.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is just stupid America.
Those people
all over. It's not even America. It's all over. It's just stupid everywhere.
Those idiots are going to, wherever their factories or whatever, they're going to walk in and be, all of a sudden there's like 1,000 drones in there. Like, what the hell? Where did this come from?
That's it. And they're going to put you in a cage and it's over. They're going to put you in a corner or a room. They're going to have 2 robots with guns just standing there. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, they got us!
Oh, Lordy.
And that's what I'm going to say. You should have listened to Don and Dave from The End Is Near back in... No, what was it? What was the first... I don't remember what the first one was.
I don't remember. That was a while ago.
Season 1, I think, talking about this.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to Dave's favorite segment.
Can't wait.
Smash or Pass.
Yeah, the intro's even better, too.
Right. It's getting there. Okay. All right. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
It don't matter. I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
Again, I got 5. I don't think I brought up because I had to scroll back into my phone and see if I had any of these. I don't think I did.
Okay.
Why did it do that? Tina Fey.
Her lazy eye
Leave it alone.
doesn't stop me. I would.
Okay.
I would. Yeah, I would. Would you?
Tina Fey, yes. Yes.
See? Okay. That's 2 yeses. You didn't get a no out of me.
All right, what do you got?
Oh, you're gonna like this one. I don't know if you're gonna like this one. We'll see. This is, and you know me. I give you not just a shot, but a bikini afterwards. This is a comedian, Eliza Schlesinger. Have you seen her?
No idea.
Oh, really? She's funny. Okay. And
the way you said it.
And not only is she funny, but some people think she's Jewish, so I thought it'd be up your alley.
Why is that, Don?
Because you like Amy Poehler, and she's Jewish and funny, so I tried.
I have a past history of attracting Jewish women.
Yes! So I tried to get an attractive Jewish woman for you.
Mazel tov. Sure, why not? She got
yes! Got one. All right, nice. I'll take it.
All right. Well, since we're on, because there's a theme of mine. I got all comedians, so hopefully we don't
do the same ones.
Do the same one, but
okay.
Whitney Cummings.
Whitney Cummings. She's on the fence, but I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna go with yes. Anybody who can make me laugh, I would say yes. Now,
you are too easy.
I am. Story of my life. All right, here's one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki Glazer.
Nikki Glazer. I don't know.
That was hard to find, by the way. There's not many pictures of Nikki in a bikini.
Something about her. I'll pass on that one.
She does make a lot of jokes about rear-end sex, so I'm just throwing that out there, Dave.
Right.
I don't know if that helps or hurts you, but I'm just throwing it out there. She has a lot of information on it.
I'll pass. I'll leave her to her. I'll leave her for you because my next one was Nikki Glazer.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
I'll say yes to Nikki Glazer.
I'll pass her off to you. See?
Thank you very much. Damn it. Okay.
That's what guys do, man. They share.
Ridiculous. All right, you ready?
Yeah, good.
Leslie Mann.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's Judd Apatow's wife. She was in Judd. I'm sorry, Judd.
Who's Judd Apatite?
Not Appetite. He's a producer that makes like Knocked Up, Neighbors, and stuff like that. He does a lot of stuff with Shimanutsa. What's his name?
Seth. Whatever.
Yes. That was the first time trying to get it. Actually, thank you for that. Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna pass on.
She's very pale.
Yeah.
She's very, very pale. And I thought she was Jewish. She's not Jewish.
She's not Jewish. What'd you do, look up all Jewish women?
Which is why you said, I tried. Which is why you're saying no, I think. I think you're racist against Jewish people.
What's her husband's name again?
Judd Apatow.
Apatow.
I think it's something like that. Something very close to that.
All right. How about Sarah Silverman?
This is ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
You'll see.
Oh, wow, you got Sarah Silverman too?
No. Don't worry about it. I don't know if I would with Sarah. There's something about her that not turns me off. I can't say that because it's not a turn off, but there's something about her that just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I don't know why. That was the same thing with me with Nikki. Nikki's the same thing. There's just something for
There's just something. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it is, but I wasn't feeling it. So I'm gonna say no.
You can say no?
All right. Yeah. All right, you ready?
Go ahead, pull up Sarah Silverman.
Tina Fey.
Well, we already know the answer to that one.
Yeah, and it's impossible to find a bikini picture of her. That's the closest you get.
That's the closest?
That's the closest you get to a bikini picture.
Well, you should have pulled her up first with me, you know?
So you would, Dave? I got
Tina,
another one.
Yeah, sure, Tina.
All right.
All right, last one. I don't think you're going to have this one. Roseanne Barr.
I would not give her the luxury of having my pee-pee. No, she does not get like this. No.
Why not?
Oh, Roseanne Barr.
No? Come on.
No, Roseanne would not get it.
Uh-oh. We lost Don.
Oh, I'm sorry. Roseanne threw me off. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button.
You pulled yourself out of the screen?
I pulled myself. I can't handle it. Roseanne?
Todd said I would rather leave this show. Leave Dave by himself.
I've had enough.
I didn't. Hey, let me put it back up again. I didn't know she'd have that kind of reaction. I legit thought you like your computer crapped out and you were gone.
No, I hit the button. I was like, what happened? All right, my last one. You ready?
Yeah, good.
Sarah Silverman.
Silverman.
Damn it, Dave. This has never happened before in all of Smashes or Passes.
Well, for the record,
you said you didn't want to do this.
For the record, because the more we do this, this is more than likely going to happen because the pool has gotten smaller and smaller, even though there's a ton of chicks. But
I'll change it.
Since you don't want her, I'll take her.
That's a sexy picture of her, kinda.
Right.
Kinda. Like, that made me question it a little bit, but not enough.
Okay.
Not enough.
Not enough. Right.
Not enough. All right. I got you to say yes to a couple.
So out of the 5 that we were assigned to get, 3 of them were the same.
Very good. Damn it. It happens.
It happens.
What are you going to do? All right. See, not so bad. That was fun.
No.
All right. Okay. I want to know what everybody else thinks. What do you think? Funny comedians, yes or no? Do you think they're sexier if they make you laugh? I think so. No?
Depends. Right. Power struggle. Because usually, well, it's 2025, so I'll just pass on to you to do the idiom.
Where did it come from? Here we go. No to that, Dave? Really?
Did I say no? I said yes to that one.
I know. I just wanted to put her up again. All right. So where did it come from? So this one, I know you've heard this. I know that you've heard this. I know many people have heard this. Not only heard it, but also used it. Now, this one is a specific one that has been changed a little bit. So the idiom is, do you want a shot?
Yeah, that's
a shot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Now, it started out, do you want a shot of whiskey?
The idiom is shot of alcohol.
Shot of alcohol. Yes.
Gotcha.
So it started out as a shot of whiskey. That's how the idiom actually started out as. Mm-hmm. So a shot of whiskey. Do you have any idea where a shot of whiskey would come from?
I have no idea. I couldn't even come up with anything clever. No.
No, nothing at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You ready for this one?
I doubt it. Back in the old westerns, I don't think they were shooting whiskey at each other, but go ahead.
That was the game they played. If you were trying to do a shot, they tried to shoot it out of your hands. It does have to do with the Wild West.
All right.
Back in the old Western, when you ordered a shot of whiskey, most cowboys, whatever, outlaws, whatever you want to call it, had a 45.
Okay.
Okay, they had a 45. Let me see what it was.
45?
It was it wasn't a Colt, but it was a 45. And a shot of whiskey cost 12 cents.
Okay. Now you're making me do math. Go ahead.
A bullet also costs 12 cents.
So they would pay.
You used to be able to pay with a bullet. So if you wanted a little glass of whiskey, you could ask for a shot of whiskey. If you ran out of money, can I have a shot of whiskey? And a bartender could say yes. And you would pull a bullet out of your gun, put it on the bar, and he would give you a drink.
Oh, I can see that, though, because that was probably some big currency back then.
Right.
Having that. Wow. Mm-hmm.
So back in the day, you used to be able to pay with an actual bullet to get a drink of whiskey. So it became a shot of whiskey. And that's where a shot, now we do, who wants shots? Shots. Not just Jell-O shots. Thank you, Christine. But many shots. Christine had about 45 Jell-O shots, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was close. But back in the old Westerns, you used to be able to pay for a glass of whiskey, a small glass of whiskey, with a bullet. So they started calling it a shot of whiskey.
Wow. I like that.
That's where it comes from.
That's cool. I like that.
Listen, you come here for the laughs and you get an education. These things just happen.
It's amazing how we've evolved as humans.
As a show.
As a show and
it's
whatever.
It's a production. we've taught people that not only do we talk, you can buy merchandise. We've got merchandise. I support the show. If you want, you go to tpublic.com. You can also get mugs and T-shirts and sweatshirts. I mean, the possibilities are endless. We have Out of This World, which we talked about. Maybe those are coming. They might be coming, Dave. And if they do, the whole God theory and science and everybody else, we'll see what they have to say about it. But that's it. We've got this beautiful shirt that is on there. Got Bad to the Bone also. We got Scan Me, which also... I got it right there. You can scan the QR codes. You got your baseball or softball shirts. You got pillows. I mean, Dave, the show has evolved so much.
You could take that pillow and put it on the bed that you...
There we go. For Smash Pass, you have this right next to you when you are smashing or passing. So you, too, can have the merch. And it comes in different sizes.
I'm trying to find the bed that you had. Did you delete it?
No,
there you go.
I don't think I did.
Here you go. You can put that pillow on this luxurious bed. Instead of those things, just throw that on there. Look, it'll go.
Right on there. It's smash or pass. Right. Donnie C is right there with you, supporting you. You put it under the back to arch the back better. You get different angles. We're here for everybody to help you in your romance, in your education, in your laughter. We're helping across the board, mentally healthy, and that's the way it should be. So happy mentally health.
Men's Mental Health Month or whatever.
Happy mental health to the men. Oh my God. Finally, I think it's really gone off the rails, Dave. So thank God.
Yes.
But we've come to an end. So please, if you can, subscribe to the show. Like the show, comment on the show, ring the bell for notifications. We'll let you know when we're going live. We're planning on going live. We're gonna collab with Tiki Talk, the podcast, also soon. So we're getting ready to do that. So there's a lot of stuff coming up. You can find out on that with our socials. And like always, please send your questions to shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com so you can find out what Donnie C really thinks about shooting it straight with you. Catch you guys later.
Peace, everybody.
Smash or pass. I can't believe we had the same people. That's ridiculous. And when push comes to shove, I might just smash them all. Who knows? All right. See you guys later.